I want you right now to start to have a nicer lawn. And if you're not already taking care of a lawn, either because you haven't liked it, you haven't understood how, or you're just now becoming a new homeowner, this is exactly the place to start. However, if you aren't a beginner, I still want you to stick around because this starts the series that I am going to temporarily title Leveling Up. So I talked about how I want all of you to start to dial in your lawn care to be able to do as little as possible to have the nicest yard possible on the least amount of money possible. In this series, I am going to walk all the way from absolute beginner through things that are advanced, through things that are probably advanced beyond even what I do or maybe fully understand. And we're going to walk piece by piece, step by step through this video series. And we're going to start here today and we're going to break it down for our absolute beginners. And that is, I believe there are only two things that you need to first understand and dial in to have a nicer lawn. And those two things are mowing and watering. I think the worst thing you can do as a beginner is get caught up in all of these products, get caught up in fertilizing, get caught up in herbicides. Let's first just dial in mowing and watering. Now, this video is going to remain pretty brief on these topics because last spring I did some pretty in-depth videos on both mowing and watering your lawn that I want you to go check out. I will put those in the description, in a card up in the corner, in a pinned comment. You can go find those, and I really believe you should go find those because they will really help you start to understand mowing and watering and how best you can do that for your own situation. But for the purposes of this video, when we talk about mowing, we just need to start to get you out there mowing more and at a height that both suits your needs and desires as well as your grass type, climate, and maintenance preferences. Mowing shorter can have its benefits both in usability of an area as well as, depending on the grass type, the overall performance of the turf. But it can have its own drawbacks in terms of how often you need to mow, and it does somewhat, in certain circumstances, increase the amount of watering that you may need to. And really with mowing, we just need you out there more often. I see it all around me, the negative impacts of leaving your yard for too long and then chopping it all the way back down. It's never going to thicken up. It's never going to liven up. It's never going to be the yard that you want if you're doing that. So we need to get you out there at least once a week, maybe even more often during your grass type's primary growing period. And again, there's a whole lot more in that video. Go check that out. Really start to try to understand how best to mow your own yard. And then the other part is watering. And I don't mean the 1.5 inches a week, ½ inch at a time that everyone's going to tell you. I mean watering as your yard needs it. Now, this helps. You're probably going to water less. Now, maybe sometimes parts of the year you're going to water more. But we really want to use our eyes, pay attention to is the grass and everything else. And we want to catch our yard just as it's starting to show signs of drought stress and potentially heat stress as well. And we want to go out there, figure out how much water our sprinklers put down over a certain period of time, make sure that we are watering long enough to get enough water down when our yard needs it, and just continuing to monitor and water accordingly. Again, separate video entirely dedicated to watering. It's very in-depth. I'm fairly pleased with those videos, so if you haven't already, go check those out. Those are even going to help you if you're maybe beyond the beginner stage, because there's some things in there that I've only learned within the last year or so. So thank you for watching. I hope that I'm finding beginners out there. I hope that I'm finding people that are looking to start to take care of their yard, start to level up, and I hope I can grab you as well as all of my existing subscriber base, anyone following along to my channel, and I hope I can bring you all along on this journey as we level up and dial in our overall lawn care. Please, if you have questions on anything, either mowing or watering, or if you have questions on other parts of lawn care, I will absolutely take those from you. I will include those in what I believe are the applicable stages of this level up process. I really hope I can make this as helpful to you as possible. Later on, we're going to start to talk about the more recreational type stuff and how you can level those things up as well. A putting green, for instance, like I have here, as well as other areas, things you might want to do, shortcut turf, shortcut sports field, whatever it might be. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you want to see as a part of this series. I thank you truly so much for watching. We'll see you next time.